Your eyes do not deceive you. Your God has come back from the dead, risen from the ashes of man, and has transcended into a new specimen. Today, we will be talking about German cars. Cars like BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Porsche, and so on. Now, I don't know the most about these cars. I am man enough to admit that. But I'm always willing to learn more about these type of cars and what they're capable of. This video is purely based on the information I do have on German cars. And, well, it's an opinion video, so who the fuck cares? Anyway, let's get started. A lot of German car brands are luxury car brands, unlike Chevrolet, Dodge, and Ford, whose most popular cars are muscle cars. Same way that a lot of Nissans, Hondas, and Toyotas are tuner cars. Cars like Mercedes-Benz are very popular amongst young women and even middle-aged women, as they see it as some kind of status symbol. Kind of like how a guy sees a Scat Pack / Hellcat as a status symbol. However, men enjoy them just as much as women do. Partially for the same reason, but not entirely. See, with Mercedes-Benz, they have a line of cars with an AMG badge. AMG stands for, God help me, Albrecht, Melcher, and Grossbach. I am not German. I know I butchered those names. Spare me, please. But A and M are the founders of Mercedes-Benz, and G is the birthplace of A. Mercedes-Benz have a civilian line of cars which aren't as expensive but can cost an arm and a leg, and they have what we like to call rich people cars, and their prices can even give some supercars a run for their money. Oh boy, let's go over a few of them. First up, the AMG C63S Coupe. This bad boy can go 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and has 513 horsepower according to the official Mercedes-Benz website. And their MSRP is $81,850.00. Now that price is for a 2023 model, so you can probably get an older model for much cheaper. But this price range is really up there with the Scats and the Hellcats, and maybe even some Mustangs. Next up is the SLS AMG GT. Now, for this car, the information, it might be wrong, so take this with a grain of salt. It has 429 horsepower, can go 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, and, well, this is obvious, but it comes in a coupe. But let's move on to the others. Oh, right, hold on. Before we move on, I should probably add that the estimated MSRP for these cars is probably around $100,000 to $200,000. It depends on where you look, honestly. Anyway, let's move on to the next car brand. This brand is the favorite brand of Dominicans that isn't Honda. It's BMW, one of the most recognizable and expensive German cars on the market. But we won't be looking at the mom cars. Oh, no. The type of BMWs we'll be focusing on today is the M Series. The BMW M Series cars are like fucking minions. And I say that because they all look damn near the same in my eyes. At least some of them do. Like, you can't tell me that there's a big difference in the looks of an M2 versus an M4 or an M3 versus an M5. And if you can, then kudos to you. And I guess I'm just a dumbass. Not to mention, they have 8 of these motherfuckers to choose from. Here's a recap for the most popular ones, starting with the M4. You know the M4, I know the M4. Everybody and their fucking mother knows the M4. It's every influencer and car YouTuber's favorite car to fuck around with. And the Dominicans, oh, they can't get enough of them. And honestly, I can't fucking blame them. 3-liter, 6-cylinder engine with 400 to 500 horsepower. You really can't go wrong. Next up is the four-door little brother, the M5. There are a few differences between them. For one, 4.4-liter V8, yes, V8, and it has a little over 600 horsepower. And all of this for the low price of $109,000, which I think is most people's life savings. Matter of fact, I changed my mind. Fuck Lil Bro. This car is the M4's big bro. And how could I forget about these old bastards? You got the 328i, the 325i, the E30, the 335i, and all the other cousins that this fucking family has. Let's move on to the next brand, Audi, which is like that annoying little cousin at the cookout who wants to do everything you do and won't leave you alone. Anyway, I don't really know too much about these cars. I do know about a few of them, so I'll talk about those. One of them is the Audi RS6. Y'all won't believe this, but hear me out. 591 horsepower turbocharged V8 engine. You heard me. Turbocharged V8. I really don't think I need to say anymore. Oh yeah, and they're a little over $120,000, but I really don't think that that's all that expensive. Next up for Audi is the RS7, which is literally the exact same fucking car as the RS6, except it's like a few $1,000s more. And finally, we got the Audi R8, a 5.2-liter V10, 500 to 609 horsepower gas-guzzling money pit that will put you in financial ruin for the next 30 years. But nobody cares about that because look at how fun they look to drive. Oh, and did I mention it's a V10? Yeah, because it's a V10. We moved up from 8 Vs to 10 Vs. All right. Now the last car brand that we need to go over is Porsche, Ferrari's little brother, and I mainly say that because their logo looks very similar to each other. Starting off, we got the Porsche 911 GT2 RS, 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6 that pushes out 700 horses, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds, and it costs more than some supercars out there. You guys get the picture. Next up, we got the younger brother who everybody prefers over the older brother, the GT3 RS. Literally like the same fucking car. 500 horses, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. And that's pretty much it. Nothing really special that stands out about this fucking car that the GT2 already doesn't have. The final car for Porsche is actually a bit of a throwback. We got the Porsche Cayman S. It's definitely not as powerful as the GT2 or the GT3, but let me tell you, it is so much easier on your pockets than those two, especially on gas. A 3.4-liter V6 is more than enough power for most people, not to mention it definitely turns heads. Oh, and it comes in a manual. Everybody loves a fucking manual. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for me. Sorry I haven't posted in like 2 fucking months. But life's been kind of kicking my ass right now. But you know me, I'ma thug it out. I'm definitely gonna start posting way more consistently. I know I said that 2 months ago, and I'm full of shit. But I promise I'm actually going to try this time. And on that note, class dismissed.